Why is strict rest actually a bad idea after concussion? It's because we've got animal and human data showing that strict rest after concussion actually worsens symptoms and prolongs or delays recovery. So for this reason, every major consensus guideline on concussion management since 2016 has actually advised against strict rest. They specifically use the word saying, we do not recommend dark room or cocoon therapy. I use the word hibernation. We don't recommend hibernating, cocooning, or hiding in a dark room after concussion anymore. What we do recommend is a relative rest, like minimizing screen time and just kind of taking it easy for the first 24 to 48 hours. But this means things other than hiding in a dark and quiet room with sunglasses on and noise cancellation headphones. Like, we don't want that. We do recommend beginning normal activities so long as they're symptom limited by about 72 hours or by day 3. And there's actually a really intuitive kind of loop that we think about for why strict rest is not so helpful, particularly in athletes and youth athletes. So the loop goes like this. You've got the injury, you're prescribed rest by your provider. And what happens after rest is you begin to decondition, both physically and to sensory stimuli. You begin to decondition to lights and sounds if you're not exposing yourself to them. So there's deconditioning, and then there's removal-related stress, anxiety, depression, etc., because you're no longer with your team, you're no longer at work or at school or in your normal social activities, and so that can be anxiety-inducing or depressing in and of itself. So you got this deconditioning and this stress, which leads to prolonged or worsened symptoms. And so you go back to your doctor and you go, hey, I'm not feeling so great. I'm pretty stressed. I'm pretty anxious. I've still got headaches. I still just don't feel so hot. And they go, you know what? You should continue to rest. And so the loop continues, and that's just not good. We've got other data, more and more emerging, that early subsymptom aerobic exercise actually speeds recovery. We know that visual vestibular activity actually speeds recovery. We know that there are things that you can do that are very active to improve your recovery. This is why it's still absolutely silly to me and crazy to me that strict rest is still prescribed at hospitals and by primary care physicians and general practitioners, because one, it just goes against current most up-to-date guidelines, and two, it's just not helpful. So if you learned something new, go ahead and give it a like and give me a follow. Thank you.